So I get a chair and I get up here to feel of the ceiling, because if it's dry, it's old. If it's soaking wet, then it's a new leak. Well, of course it's sopping wet. And when I go to put my hand on it and bring my hand, like I put my hand on the ceiling, and as I go to bring my hand away, the ceiling just comes with my hand. Like, just comes with it. Soaking wet. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. So, you guys, I wasn't going to even like share this, but we film our daily lives. This is what's happening right now. I am beyond, I'm just beyond frustrated. So I was bringing laundry upstairs, washing, folding, whatever. And I've made a few trips already. Like, I've already made a few trips. I was down here this morning getting the kids ready. I didn't notice anything, no issues. This was like 3 hours ago that I was getting everyone ready. I'm getting the clothes upstairs. So then I'm like, I'm gonna go in the girls' room. I'm gonna see if they have any dirty clothes. So I go in the girls' room, and as I'm coming out, I notice that the ceiling right outside of our bathroom downstairs has like watermarks on it. And I was like, that's different. I don't remember seeing that yesterday. This is an old house. It's a really old house. There are varying places on the ceiling. You might can see right here how this is a little like rusted or whatever. Like, there's some places with previous water damage that have been repaired by the previous owner. We know this, so I was like, maybe it's just old and I never noticed it. So I get a chair and I get up here to feel of the ceiling, because if it's dry, it's old. If it's soaking wet, then it's a new leak. Well, of course it's sopping wet. And when I go to put my hand on it and bring my hand, like I put my hand on the ceiling, and as I go to bring my hand away, the ceiling just comes with my hand. Like, just comes with it. Soaking wet. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. Do you guys see that? What the heck? What on earth, you guys? I'm so frustrated. Gosh, I don't know why we constantly are buying older homes, like fixer-upper homes. We gripe about it and we complain about it, yet every time we move, for some reason, we buy an older house. I have learned my lesson. I have learned my lesson. If we ever move again, I'm building a new house. And I know all houses will have issues, I understand that, but older houses in specific have way more issues. So now, on top of everything else I have to do today, I've got to call a plumber. Do you call a plumber for this? It's a leak. I guess you would call a plumber, right? And have someone come out, probably pay over $1,000 for them to come out, assess the leak, and then they're going to have to replace the drywall on the ceiling. Oh my gosh. It's just frustrating. It's hard. And it's like, we were just getting a little bit financially ahead from like the down payment on the car, and we were trying to put aside money to like help like work on the kitchen. And now this again, something else has to take priority, because can't have our ceiling leaking, you know, like can't have that. So it just sucks. It stinks. And we're not really like we're not necessarily a live paycheck to paycheck kind of family, but like, we don't have like oodles of extra money just kind of hanging around being like, oh well, I'll just call someone, they'll come out and fix it. It definitely will take a nice chunk out of anything we've worked hard to save for the last 3 or 4 months. So it's just a little stinky, but such is life, right? These things happen. All you can do is try to move forward and be positive about it. So I'm just gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna clean upstairs for a little while, and I'm gonna try to get this out of my brain because it's so long. So you guys, I was coming in the girls' room to try to check the ceilings in here, because we have had a leak in here before. I don't know if you see that dot right there. You can see where it was. But because usually if things leak upstairs, they eventually will make their way down here. I don't see anything so far. So maybe we're good. Maybe so far so good. I don't know. Y'all, and I can't get in touch with my husband because he's like just busy constantly these next 2 weeks, and he's basically unreachable during the day. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if he wants me to call like a specific person or what he wants to do. So I don't know. I don't have a clue. But at least I have it dripping into the bucket instead of dripping onto the drywall and spreading. That's all I can do, right? That's all I can do right now. Good evening. Really like way evening. It's actually like 10 till it not even being the same day anymore. So you guys saw the hole in the ceiling. It just turned into way bigger of a deal than what I intended it to. I thought it was one of those things you could just kind of put a bucket under and it could drip a day or two and then I could call someone on the weekend. It just wasn't looking like a positive thing that was happening. So I was like, you know what? I need to just call someone. So I called someone today. They were awesome. They came out. They fixed the pipe. They were the right price. They were efficient. They got the job done correctly. So the pipe is no longer leaking. It was the U pipe. There was I don't know how to explain it. Like a pipe shaped in a U that runs to the bathtub upstairs had busted. It was a metal pipe and it had like rusted like a split in the bottom of it. This house is 38 years old, you guys. I'm surprised it lasted that long. So he replaced that U-pipe. So it is not leaking anymore. It was a massive mess. I got it cleaned up. We still have a hole in the ceiling. We're gonna have a hole in the ceiling until we can sheetrock it ourselves. That was a whole other expense for them to like sheetrock it and make the ceiling look pretty again. And I was like, I don't even care. We can deal with it as long as it is not leaking water everywhere anymore. So it is taken care of, but I spent literally from 2 p.m. until close to 6. Just kind of, you know, when you have workers in the house, you have to hover a little bit, not because you're like worried they're gonna do something wrong, but it's like, you kind of want to be handy in case they need you or they need to ask you a question or whatever. And then because I had to call them on kind of short notice and I wasn't super prepared, they didn't take like debit cards or credit cards or anything like that. So I had to have them like, I had to load up all 4 kids and they had to follow me to an ATM so that I could pay them. It was fine. They were awesome. They were so sweet to do that and it was no big deal, but we got in a little later than normal. Y'all, the kids did not even get homework done and I'm gonna have to wake up earlier tomorrow to make sure that they get their homework done because we didn't get to it tonight. By the time we got home, they all just went to bed. Y'all, my hair is so tangled. Look at it. Ooh, I'm dreading brushing that out tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow is a therapy day, so I have to get up early anyway and try to like tackle that. I don't know what my dog is doing. Are you done? He always takes forever at night to go potty because he knows he can't go again until like the next morning. And you guys, I cleaned up this room and it was like spotless and the girls came home. Actually, Piper did this. She got all of her stuff right back on the couch. She's slowly filtering toys back. She keeps pulling these stinking like metal shelves that I keep in the closet in here and it drives me nuts and I don't know what she does with them. She makes like, oh, I know what she does with them. She makes like a box. There's 4 of them. So she'll make like a box on the floor and she'll pretend to put her stuffed animals in the cage. That's what she does with it. It's creative, right? It's creative, but aggravating because mommy can't keep it clean. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'm sorry today's vlog is a little lacking, but it is what it is. That was real life today. Home repairs and stuff not going our way, but it's all right. It was a blessing in the end. We were able to get it fixed and it was not as costly as we were thinking it was going to be. So that was a blessing. So we didn't break the bank getting it done. But yeah, we have a little bit more work to do, y'all. Look at my hair. My hair is like, go to bed. My hair's telling me, it's like, you're sleepy, just give it up. And I think I'm gonna do the whole dyeing it brown this weekend because it's getting to where it needs another coat of the blue and I'm just like, we're gonna go back brown. just gonna do it for fall. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I am going to bed. I've got my phone charger and I've got my phone. That is all I need. Simply because I have to have an alarm in the morning. Y'all, I seriously have to set like 3 or 4 alarms to get myself up in the morning. I snooze so many times. Anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys are all doing fabulous. And yeah, you guys remember to smile. Remember to try to find the joy even when things are really difficult. I spent most of today completely stressed out and really worrying like about the cost. Ooh, hello. My finger flipped it. Really worrying about the cost of everything and getting it all done, and you know, it's just really stressful. It's hard to it's hard for me to compartmentalize a lot of things in my life, and that's just something I struggle with. I've always struggled with that, so it's okay. Remember to smile, remember to have a positive attitude, find the good in things, and always remember to inspire, or live to inspire. That's it, right? I'm tired. Give me a break. I'm tired. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Guys, we just finished up therapy. Yeah, y'all, Aiden, and I rarely will do this, but I had to kind of get onto a mama in the waiting room. She had given her little boy her keys, her car keys, and her son started just like slamming them super hard onto the hardwood floor, and it was so loud, and I was like, okay, it's okay, it's okay. But after he did it 3 or 4 times, Aiden just lost it, screaming and yelling and biting. I mean, it was bad, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude, but the keys are really setting off my son, because he has autism, and that noise, just, he can't handle that. So you can tell he's still a little wired up. She was understanding, and I hope I didn't come across as rude at all, because that was not my intention. It's just hard, you know, when your kid is losing it because of other environmental factors that can't always be helped. But anyway, I think we are gonna run by the hospital. I've got to pick up Narcise's shoes that go with his AFOs. Then I think we're gonna head home because I'm tired. That was a long therapy session today, y'all.
So let's go downstairs. And if you can see that hole right over there in the dollhouse. And my wonderful sheep. And the picture. I like that ladybug. It's so cute. And then there's that. That hole in the ceiling represents a deadly matter almost. So be aware of that. And by the way, it was thundering. So, let's get back to this. Well, a pipe busted, and my mom was the only one who was really here. And well, the pipe busted, and it was leaking a whole bunch, and it's right next to our room. So that was a big problem, but still, it was worth it. A few guys came over and fixed it, but they want to do the kitchen remodeling. First, my Uncle Lowell, he had his repaired like 2 days ago, and that just happened. So be aware, be aware, be aware, be aware of outside. What's that? It's love. Isn't that lovely? It's love. Well, let's take it back upstairs with Mom. If it's not raining. No, it's not.
Hey guys, I haven't talked to you guys since therapy this morning. I got busy and I don't know, I just forgot to pick up the camera. Anyway, so it is brewing up a storm outside. I don't know if you guys just heard it storming.
Yeah, I just told them.
You did? So I just told you guys, she said. So, so every time I start to say something, a child comes up. What you need? Come here, you wanna say hi? Oh, you're getting heavy. How was your day at school?
Good.
Good. Anyway, so I've just been sitting working on Aiden's video. For those of you who did not see my Facebook announcement, I did decide to announce a roundabout release date for Aiden's story video. I have completely taken a totally different turn on my hair. Look at it, it's like sticking straight up. I've taken a totally different turn with what I'm wanting to do with it. And it in a way it stinks because I worked so hard artistically, like creating all of these poster boards, because I was going to do it just like I did Narcise's. And I decided I didn't want to do it that way. And it's not that Aiden's story is necessarily more important than Narcise's. It's not like that. I just feel like my filming skills are better at this point. My editing skills are better than they were when I did Narcise's video. And I feel like I'm capable of a better video than that. And it may even be that in the coming year or so, I may even redo Narcise's video. But I am really excited and I'm like anxious about it because I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's easy to get a vision in your head, you know. It's easy to
make me say the words even though I can't read very good.
Zoe's doing the narration, and it's not really like a matter of reading, because with editing and whatever, I can edit it together to where it's going to flow. But she's going to be the voice and telling the story. I didn't want Aiden's story to be me, the mother, telling the story. I didn't want it to have that, y'all, I seriously look like I just rolled out of bed. What on earth? I didn't want it to be that kind of atmosphere, I guess. I want the story to be told through the eyes of a child. I want it to be told through the eyes of a former orphan. I really want all of the statistics to stick out and all of the facts to stick out, while at the same time telling a story that is beautiful and really kind of drives orphan care home. And it's hard, you guys, it's hard. I'm having to dust off the cobwebs in my brain of writing. I was an English major in college and I always wanted to be a writer. And I haven't written anything in years. Like, I just haven't sat down and like really tried to write. So it's difficult. It's proving hard when I haven't done it in a while to kind of, you know, make sure that I'm writing well, you know what I mean? So all of that needs to happen. The release date for Aiden's video, it's going to be on or around Orphan Sunday. It will be before Orphan Sunday, probably. My goal is to post it at least a week prior to Orphan Sunday. For those of you who don't know when Orphan Sunday is, it is November 6th. So that gives me basically a month to get this video done. And it's not like an oh, put it off until later. Who's calling me? Where's my phone? Y'all, I have been so obnoxiously popular these last few days. Hello. Anyway, I did not get to finish my thought. So my plan was to put the video up around Orphan Sunday, and I don't even remember really what I was talking about a minute ago, but y'all, I'm really praying it's gonna be good. I hope it's good. Are you gonna help me? Y'all, so earlier I told Narcise to pick out a shirt and put it on. He picked one of his sister's shirts. And I bet you can guess why he picked it.
Oh, so
why did you pick that shirt?
this
What color is that shirt?
purple.
Purple. Is that why you picked it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had an awesome therapy session. He did really well. Aiden did really well, other than the waiting room incident that I told you guys about earlier. And yeah, this is one of those days, guys. It's just like one of those days that there's nothing exciting going on. There's nothing super crazy to vlog. Oh, I got Narkee's new shoes. So he's been struggling a little bit with his I think I got his old ones at Walmart or something. So he's been struggling with them a little bit. They don't go over his AFOs very well. And I never wanted to get these shoes because they're so expensive. These are like $250 for this pair of shoes, but I got insurance to cover it, you guys. So we got a doctor's prescription for them and insurance covered it. But they are orthopedic shoes. They open up, they're not the best looking, granted, but they open up really easily. You want to see your shoe? Yeah, you'll show your teacher tomorrow. But they open up really easily to accommodate his AFOs. You think they're cool?
Yeah.
Me too, I like them. And they're great because they're black, and which means they're very versatile. He can wear them as a casual shoe, but then if I like were to put like church clothes on him, they still aren't gonna look weird. Like, they would still go. So I really like those shoes. And insurance will cover new shoes once a year, so that's good. And because he's not up walking, there's not a lot of wear and tear on his shoes at all. Yeah. So, y'all, Aiden is playing. Y'all, Piper earned her tablet back. She had a few days of misbehaving. I'm not gonna get into detail on that, but she had a few rough days, but she earned it back, didn't you? You're being good. You're pretty. Look at those red cheeks. Look at those red cheeks. What is this puppy do? Ghost. Ghost. Hey, what does this puppy do? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Hi. Hi. Loves you. Loves you.